What's up, guys? We are back again for another episode of BJJ Cheat Code with myself, Raymond Tan, and this okay.
This motherfucker from third fucking world country. Don't say that on camera.
Yeah, but anyway, we are back again for another episode where I'll be sharing on one of my favorite techniques, which is the Lahiwa X. It's one of the most versatile techniques I personally like to use in terms of how I want to get from situation where I want to trap my opponent that moves super fast, because honestly I'm already in Master 2, going to Master 3 very soon. And when rolling with all these big guys or all these fast guys, young chaps, one of the problem is when they start to move a bit fast. And to have the ability of trapping them, one of my best discovery that I've discovered in recent years is to use something to just hook them, put them in an X situation, and then start to slow them down, and sweep them, get up, beat the shit out of them. I'm just joking.
We're two devils simultaneously.
But anyway, guys, back again to the important topic on it is one of the versatile technique that we can start to trap them, start to use that as an entry to various different positions that I'm going to share with you guys later on. It's one of the best cheat code that I find it's one of the best cheat code that I use personally to counter all these guys. So we're going to go into that position. Okay, so we're going to start from understanding on the entry of the position. And the most simple entry that one of the things that I can use is whenever my partner is on combat base. So now assuming Omar is on combat base where this leg is up.
You want this up?
Combat base.
What the fuck is combat base? You want me like that?
And imagine my purple belt, my first purple belt, when I tell him about combat base, and he doesn't understand what's combat base. Maybe
I don't do this by names, I do just by feelings, you know?
Yeah. But anyway, back to this position again, sometimes whenever they go into combat base, I'm going to use this to also try to enter to my Lahiwa X. And important concept for me to use this to enter is also in terms of how I want to place my two legs together, like what I mentioned on just now, something connected together. But in order for me to connect this effectively, if I'm just placing this like in this style of position, even though I have good control of the ankle, what's going to happen is Omar can always just easily slide this off because I don't have good control over the knee. But ideally, one very important thing is, in order for me to get this effectively, is for me to connect this and place this above the knee. It's definitely not going to be easy for sure, but if I'm able to get this, I'm able to sweep him effectively from here. And similarly, whenever we start the position from standing,
no energy to go up. You feel that?
No, I was listening like, how can you get up?
I'm really trying.
So before we talk about the entry for this position, so in order for me to enter and get my two knees above his knee is, if I'm able to just place this, now if Omar tried to move, it's definitely not going to be easy for him, especially I'm controlling his base, controlling his ankle, and get into all these different positions. Okay, ankle control, my two knees above his knee, and I'm hooking it this way. Basically, it's doomed for him. Okay? In order for me to go for the entry for this position, usually, ideal situation for me to get in is if I'm able to get his far leg to step behind, and whenever he's able to go behind, I'm able to get my first hook in, and once I get my first hook in, the second hook will be very easy, and automatically you see him off balance, even though no matter how strong he is, he will start to off balance from here. Okay? So I'm going to show on the different type of entry that we can use to enter to this position. Sometimes it's given to me, or sometimes it's also based on my the way I off balance him to get to this position. So I'm going to start by just sweeping him from here. Whenever he tries to recover back, this is where I'm going to use this opportunity to get my first hook in. And first, I'm also going to ensure that my top leg stays very tight to him. And the moment from here, I'm going to try to step in and get my Dela X in. Okay? And there's also a situation where whenever I get my Dela UI in, when he take a step back, start to hook this in, and now I bring my X in. Once I'm able to get into this position, one of the main weakness for this position is whenever Omar able to push the top leg down, because whenever he push his leg down, bottom leg down, if he's able to push this is the top leg.
Which one you
Yep,
want to push?
you're gonna push my right leg.
Your right leg?
Yeah. So this will be a problem if assuming he's able to push my leg down. So one thing that I have to do in order to avoid this is whenever I get this, when he start to push my leg, I'm going to start to continue to make him busy and start to off balance him from here. Okay? So regardless, whenever my partner is on his knee or his high, one very important thing is I have to ensure that this two hand is busy, because if I don't get my hooks tight from here, what's going to happen is the moment he's able to push this, I'm gone. So what I have to do is the moment I feel that his hands connected from here, I can start to off balance him, or I can also start to just grab and start to control his sleeve from here. Because now from here I can just easily move him around to sweep him. And now another thing is also in terms of my leg position, because now if assume my knee is not high enough, the moment he start to push it, now he's also able to just step over my leg. Step. Yep. You can step over. There's a lot of things he can do from here. Okay? So these are the few things that I have to take note whenever I'm going into this position. Okay? So the more I go into the entry, I'm going to show you guys on how do we want to start to attack from this position. Okay? So cheat code number 1. I'm going to try to enter to this position, and depending on Omar's reaction, I'm going to show you guys on how we're going to get from here. So now, when I start to go for here, I start to enter my Dela X position. Okay? First thing first, if assuming I feel that he's already off balance from here, all his base is towards this direction. If assuming he's coming to me, all I have to do is just grab this sleeve and also grab here. Omar continue give me some reaction. Yep, the moment I feel that he's coming, I can just drop him. Now I start to sweep him from here. It's one of the most simple overhead sweep that we can get from this position. Yeah, unless you are doing MMA, that position work as well. You can just elbow him. That's one of the cheat code that you can see as well. So again, one more time. So whenever I'm in this position, so now assuming I'm able to enter, get everything in, and now I feel that his base is already broken from here, I'm able to get one control from here, one control from here. You can start to see that the overhead sweep becomes very easy because it requires minimum effort from here. Okay? But in a situation where Omar sees the Dela X coming, he's not going to be very naive in a situation that, okay, he's going to give me the hand the moment I enter to the position. Okay, so next position, whenever I'm able to enter to my Dela X from here, once I'm here, and Omar knows that now he's already losing his base from here, so now he's going to start to go back down to his combat base, where he's going to put his knee down on the floor, and he's going to start from here. And in this situation, is his knee okay to point out from here? For me to get my knee above his knee may not be possible because now he's taller than me, obviously, that I'm not able to cover from here. But as long as I have like good control, where I form the X from here and I'm controlling his ankle, even if Omar tried to step out from here, try to do something, it may not be easy because I have full control of him. And in this position, what makes sense is for me to try to just move him to left or to right. So I try to go on left. It may not be easy, so I can just grab on his sleeve and I just gonna push him, gonna make him fall. So now again, one more time from here. So now assuming I'm having good control of him, the more I start to pull him and start to sweep him from here. If I don't have good control of his top knee, what's gonna happen is Omar can just start to step out and start to get up, and my sweep will be pointless. But the moment I get to the sweep from here, once I'm able to just take him and sweep him from here and he falls, first thing first, it's very important for me to cover up all this available space between me and him, because if I don't, especially if his knee able to tilt up, what's going to happen is he's going to able to escape easily. So what I want to do is I'm going to continue pressure on to his knee, and now I'm going to try to get up from here and try to close up all this space, because now top frame is coming and all I have to do is just address this, and now in my hip camping position I can just finish from here, either wait here, torture him a bit more, or just like through and continue to stay on from here. Because I have my 2 points plus 3, so it's 5. Whenever I'm in this position, what's going to happen is Omar knows that if I grab any of the sleeve, he's going to get swept. So usually he's going to not allow that to happen. So whenever I try to grab something on, he's going to try to avoid this and he's going to stay tall. And for me to continue to sweep him from here, I have to start to off-balance him. And it may not be easy, because even if I try, and he's gonna, the more I start to grab on the sleeve, he's gonna try to hide his hand. Like, put your hand on the back. Yes. But I'm not able to reach this. So from this situation, what I can do is I can try to grab the lapel from here. I'm just gonna fit this through. And I'm gonna use this to go for a wrestle up from here. It's a very simple wrestle up. All I have to do is just focus on my hand, bring this up, just like this out, and just reaching forward from here. Okay? It's a very simple one, but like I said, it's also important for us to learn how to also continue pin my opponent down in this position, because if I don't pin him right, he's also able to use this to start to like get up or continue with some attack. So now I see this coming, protect myself, move myself around, bring this up, and start to work on my feet from there. And my ultimate position that I'm going to work for in this is how I use this to set up my brimbolo position from here. Because like I said, the main reason I'm using the light X is not to really sweep the person, but it's for me to hold the person from here. So the more I get this, I'm going to hold them a bit longer, use that to set up my next attack. So now, assuming I'm able to enter my light X position, now I'm able to hold the person. So if Omar tries to struggle and just try to move around, do some reaction, yes, he's able to break the pace. I'm going to use this to just kick him. I'm using this as a transition, my brimbolo position from here. Okay? So now I can just flip this, bring him up, circle, and go for the back kick. So now I'm going to show you guys how do I use my Dela X based on my partner's reaction. And guys, I hope you guys enjoy the cheat code that I'm sharing on my Dela X position. So this is one of my best position that I've been using recently a lot. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any feedback on this position or any question, please feel free to DM me.
Yourself. Just keep it to yourself.
Yeah. Don't listen to him. I'll see you guys soon. Os.